Ja'Marr Chase, young star wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, right-hand man of Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson at LSU, and star wide receiver of Archbishop Rummel High School in Louisiana. Chase is quickly establishing himself as one of the best receivers in the league at such a young age. Despite his success in the NFL and college and high school, according to ESPN, Ja'Marr Chase was a 4-star recruit but only had an 81 scout grade with a ranking of 269th in the ESPN 300. On some other sites, Chase was ranked the 84th overall player and the 15th best wide receiver in his class. If you ask me, that is completely disrespectful to Chase, who has proven all those scouts that he should have been the number 1 ranked receiver in his class. This is the story of where Ja'Marr Chase came from, his football journey through high school, college, and the pros. If you're enjoying the videos, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Ja'Marr Chase was born March 1st, 2000 in Harvey, Louisiana. His parents Jimmy and Talea have been a huge part of his football successes as he has progressed throughout his career. Ja'Marr attended Archbishop Rummel High School in Louisiana, as mentioned previously. Over his career at Archbishop Rummel, Chase racked up an impressive stat line of 115 receptions for 2,152 yards and 30 touchdowns. His senior season was definitely his best and most memorable. Check out his stat line. In only 10 games, he racked up 61 receptions for 1,011 yards and 13 scores, averaging over a touchdown a game and over 100 yards a game. Impressive stats, which warranted him a 4-star rating and a plethora of schools offering it. The list of schools offering Chase was so large that I couldn't even fit them all in here, but you can see there were a lot of good college programs that wanted Chase's services. Now we know that Ja'Marr ended up committing to LSU, but he originally had committed to 2 other college programs before finally deciding to stay at home. In 2017, Chase was committed to play for the University of Florida, but after the university decided to part ways with coach Jim McElwain, Chase decommitted, posting on Twitter after the fact saying, "Please respect my decision." Also in 2017, Chase committed to playing for the Kansas Jayhawks. That commitment lasted all of 10 days, with Chase stating that he had a long talk with his parents and decided that he couldn't make a rational decision when his emotions were involved. There were also a lot of reports saying that Chase was going to commit to TCU, but that was all noise, and Chase was on LSU's campus in the fall of 2018. Ja'Marr Chase did not have a big impact in his first season with the Tigers. He played in 10 games and accumulated 23 receptions for 313 yards and 3 touchdowns. But the next season at LSU, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, and Ja'Marr Chase found their footing and became the most electrifying trio in all of college football that season. Both Chase and Jefferson topped 1,500 yards that season, with Ja'Marr arguably performing better than Jefferson. In 14 games, Chase racked up 84 receptions for 1,780 yards and a whopping 20 touchdowns. He averaged 21 yards per reception and 127 yards a game. LSU won the national championship that season behind the play of their 3 stars, and Chase was a huge part of that. In the championship game, Chase set the record for receiving yards in a national championship with 221 yards. Here are some of Chase's accolades from that season. He took home the Fred Biletnikoff Award for being the best college receiver, he was a unanimous All-American, and first-team All-SEC. All of this in only his sophomore season. Chase had one more season at LSU and expectations were extremely high, but then COVID hit and Chase decided to opt out of his final year at LSU to prepare for the pros. This was a decision that was made by Chase with the help of his parents. Now all that was left for Chase was to go to his pro day and show off his skills to NFL scouts. He wowed at his pro day. Check out these measurables and stats from various parts of his pro day. He ran a 4.3 40 and had a 41-inch vert among other stats. These numbers wowed scouts as projected, and he was taken 5th overall in the 2021 draft by the Bengals and reunited with his college quarterback, Joe Burrow. The expectations were high for Chase coming into his rookie year. He was playing with his college quarterback, and being a high draft pick comes with expectation. So what does he do? He comes out of the gate with a 101-yard game and a touchdown in an overtime win over the Vikings. Chase continued to thrive as he became the youngest receiver to catch 4 touchdowns in his first 3 career games. In Week 7, he had 201 receiving yards against the Baltimore Ravens, including an 82-yard score. After that game, he had accumulated 754 receiving yards, which is the most by a rookie receiver through 7 games in NFL history. In Week 17, Chase set the Bengals franchise record for yards in a game with 266 against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is also the record for most receiving yards in a game by a rookie. After his rookie regular season was all said and done, he had broken the franchise record for receiving yards in a season, taking it from the great Chad Johnson. He finished with 81 catches for 1,455 yards and 13 touchdowns. His 1,455 yards breaking the previous rookie record set by his college boy Jay Jettas the season prior. In the postseason, Chase continued to dominate with back-to-back 100-yard games, making him the youngest player in NFL history with back-to-back 100-yard games in the postseason. He finished the postseason with 368 receiving yards, breaking yet another rookie record in the process. Chase had arguably the best rookie season ever by a receiver. Safe to say he was everything that the Bengals were expecting and more. In his second season, Chase got off to a fast start with multiple 100-yard receiving games, but injuries throughout the season slowed him down. But he still finished with a respectable stat line in 12 games. Chase had 87 catches for 1,046 yards and 9 touchdowns and was named to another Pro Bowl. Take a look at Chase's accolades through his first 2 seasons in the league. That resume is looking great so far for Ja'Marr, and he's hoping to add to it this season. Look for him to have another stellar season, barring any injuries. He has been a top 5 fantasy pick in most drafts, and experts are projecting a phenomenal junior campaign for Chase. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments below your predictions for Ja'Marr Chase this season. I'm thinking probably 1,500 yards and above 10 touchdowns. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.